Hey guys, it's Seth here, and well, it's that time again. Yet another presentation got announced. This one though, not quite as surprising as the Nintendo Direct was. There have been rumors for a while that a state of play was probably going to happen sometime late in the month. Um, and to be fair, Sony has been a little bit more consistent with their state of play presentations than Nintendo has with their directs lately. Um, so this one isn't all that surprising. Still, State of Play is happening tomorrow. Um, Funny thing is, I initially thought it was happening at 2 p.m. It's actually happening at 5 p.m. Because of time zones. But everywhere I was looking, the time was saying 2 p.m. Like on social media, it's like 2 p.m. So it's actually 5 p.m. Good to know. Fortunately, I didn't actually note mention the time at all during me plugging stuff and talking about it on social media and the community stuff on YouTube. So that's interesting. Good to know. But yeah, there's a set of play happening tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, I'm gonna live react to that. Um, I'll be going live at like 15 minutes before, so more normal time this time. Um, the Nintendo Direct was like an exception, just because of the nature of what was happening before, leading up to that. But here it's back to the usual like 15-minute pre-show, I guess, pre-show stream for me, and then the main event. Not really a whole lot to talk about this one though, because this isn't June. We're pretty much at the point now where it's like, if we get any reveals, it's probably gonna be third-party stuff more than likely. Um, I don't think Sony. Maybe we might get a first-party reveal from Sony. Maybe. I doubt it. The only things I know is that we'll probably get some PS Classics news, like new retro, PlayStation Classic lineup editions, whatever, that'll be coming up. And other than that, maybe some Marvel Tokon news. But that's it. Like, I can't think of anything else that is worth talking about here. Like, it's a 35-minute presentation, and they're going to be dedicating 5 minutes of that or so to one game in particular. But other than that, I really, because it's just the fact that this is now September, nearly October. Things are pretty much set in stone now for the year. You know, I feel like any of the big stuff is probably going to be kept for the Game Awards. Like anything else. Maybe Sonic Racing Crossworlds, we might get a DLC announcement. Maybe because the game is releasing the day after the state of play. So this would actually be a good time for one more, Sonic Racing Crossworlds announcement pre-release, pre-launch. Um, but I don't know. We'll see. Um, Other than that, though, I don't really. I'm not expecting much of anything from this otherwise. But still, there will probably be a few things of note that I'll be, popping off to. I'm sure. If we get Twisted Metal head on coming to PlayStation Classics, like I will be so happy. You'll remember when I popped off pretty badly, at, pretty big. I had a big pop off at Twisted Metal 3 and 4, I believe, being ported over to the PlayStation 4 and 5. So getting Twisted Metal head on, which was basically the PlayStation 2 and PSP version. I don't know if they're going to port over both if they do that, but if they bring over like even just the even the, I played the PlayStation Portable version the most. But if they bring back the PlayStation 2 version as well, I'd be thrilled for sure. That was my favorite Twisted Metal game out of them all. I played that so much. Um, Other than that, though, I can't think of anything else. Like in terms of PS classics, I mean, some more Tekken retro Tekken games would be nice. I think there's only like a couple. Um, Maybe it would be nice if the PlayStation 3. The thing for me is the PlayStation 3 library on the PS Classics. is cloud only, and it's really annoying. I kind of wish that they changed that to make it so, you know, you could actually download them digitally like normal, like the other virtual libraries they have on there. But whatever, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it. With the state of play, there's not really a whole lot to discuss with this one because, like I said, it's late in the year now, and we pretty like honestly, even with third parties, I don't really expect a whole lot because a lot of the big stuff has already been dated for like the early part of the next year. So really, I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like anything big is gonna happen. Like there'll probably be something of note, but I don't think we're gonna. It's not gonna be like June where there was just so much happening. You know, so we'll see. Other than that, though, the Xbox presentation for Tokyo Game Show that is happening in a couple days from now, or well, as of this video record, like as of this recording, because the 25th is going to be when it happens, and I'm recording this on the 23rd, so um, yeah, I'm not going to be tuning into the Xbox Tokyo Game Show presentation um, for multiple reasons. It's at 6 in the morning, and I'm really not in the mood for getting up at 5 in the morning to react to this. React to that. There probably isn't going to be a whole lot of note from that anyway. From what I from looking at how historically Tokyo Game Show Xbox presentations have been, they reveal almost next to nothing. They tend to be the weakest of the presentations. Um, and I also just don't want to overdo it, because unfortunately my pet cat has been diagnosed with diabetes and stage 3 kidney disease. So we've been dealing with that for pretty much at least a week now, and I don't really want to. I feel like that's taking a lot more priority right now. Um, at least with the state of play, there's actually stuff that I can see. I could look forward to, and it's happening at 5 p.m. That's a great time. Um, but yeah, there's just so much going on, and you know, with my pet cats, so I'd rather just limit it to just the state of play, and you know, if there's something I know from the Xbox presentation, tune in. I'll watch, anything when I get up later on. I'll check and see what's happened. What trailers may be out there, but otherwise, I don't really think it's worth tuning in. So, but as for the state of play, I will see you all at twitch.tv/Sonic Stadium. The usual place at 4:45 p.m. Eastern Time. That would be 1:45 p.m. Pacific Time and 10:45 p.m. Central European Standard Time. So hope to see you all then. But for now, this is signing out. Sayonara, guys.